what I'm going to do, I'm going to call Harsh on stage. He'll give you a little explanation. Harsh pretty much runs the social media campaign. All of you are here because of his campaign that he's put out. So let's give him a big, big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please give him a Delhi round of applause, please. A good one. So, what we'll do, Harsh, we'll start off with, we will talk about Delhi.
Delhi.
Or Mumbai, whichever one you want to do.
Delhi.
Delhi. Let's talk about Delhi. So what I want you to do is I want you to explain to them what the outcome of the numbers are. And in a nutshell, explain how you're going to get those numbers.
Okay.
Yeah?
Sure. So we'll talk about the Millennium Blueprint event.
And before you carry on, I want the camera to be on the flip chart so that they can see it.
Yeah. So for the Millennium Blueprint event that we have on 19th and 20th of December, we have around 9,000 registrations so far for that event already.
That is between what date and how long has that been?
2 months.
So 2 months, we've got 9,000 people that have registered. Now registered means it's an opt-in. Is everyone aware what opt-in is?
I'll just. So basically, all of you for this event also, what happened, I think, was that you were browsing your Facebook and you saw this ad about make a fortune teaching what you love, and you clicked on the ad and you came to a page for the seminar registration. So I'll just draw it. This was the Facebook, and you saw the ad over here about make a fortune teaching what you love, free seminar, you will learn XYZ. You clicked on the ad, and after you clicked on the ad, you came to a page which was a registration page which had an option of book my seat now button. So
zoom the camera on the screen. And can you switch off this? Move this forward. Is that better? Can you see? Cool.
So it had an option of book my seat now. You clicked on it, a form appeared with asking for your name, email and phone number. You clicked submit and you got a thank you page saying that, okay, congratulations, you have registered for the seminar successfully. So this is an opt-in page or a landing page. So for the Millennium Blueprint, what happens is that people see the ad, but with a different message. Over here, we were targeting you. So the message was that make a fortune teaching what you love. If you wanted to take your teachings to a whole new level, if you want to learn how to market your seminars, how to write a best-selling books. So this was the ad description. With the Millennium Blueprint, the strategy is same. However, the message is different. The message is more over targeted to a general crowd, focusing on the finance part. That if you want to increase your income, if you want to create multiple streams of income. So the ad is like that. Again, when they click on the ad, they come to a landing page and they register for the seminar. So we have got around 9,000 people registered for this seminar so far in 2 months. And still we have, I think, 20 days more. So we'll get around probably 4 to 5,000 more registrations.
So the question to ask is, that means a total of 13,000 people in Delhi have opted in for my program. 13,000. So my question to you now is, in order for you to get 13,000 people to even show interest in your seminar, let's call it a lead generator. Let's not even call it a sale. For you to generate 13,000 people's leads, how long would that take you? How much would it cost you? It's a really important question because leads will eventually lead to sales. No leads, no sales. End of story. And these are opt-ins. These are people that are saying, I want to know more. So is it a warm lead or a hot lead? It's a hot lead. Because someone is coming to you saying, they click the ad. They come to the page. They put in their details. They are actually actively doing it, saying, hello, hello, I'm interested, I'm interested. You know what I'm trying to say? Versus me going to find leads from people. We're putting the food in front of them and saying, look, this is what we have to offer. Would you like it? Some will click it, some will abuse me, as they do on Facebook, and some will accept me. So some who accept, we've got 13, we'll have 13,000.
Yeah, we have around 9,000. Worst case scenario, we'll have at least 11 to 12,000 registrations for the seminar.
So let's, okay, Karen.
So with the Millennia Blueprint, the only thing different is that with this seminar, you saw a thank you page immediately with the details saying that these are the details of the event. You will soon get a call from our office. And you can also contact us on via email ID and phone number. The thing that is different with the Millennia Blueprint event is they see the ad, they register, and instead of the thank you page, they see an option of upgrading their seat to a VIP seat. So there's...
Let me quickly explain. So the ad we put out, or the advertising we put out saying free ticket worth 25,000 to meet Bollywood's #1 success coach, whatever. So it's free, right? Now, it's not trickery or misleading because we have a certain section of the room that is free. But it's subject to availability because the reason why we do that, we've noticed one thing, that if I do a free seminar, I may get 10,000 people that register, but only 1,000 people turn up because it's free. So people, you know, that day the wife's angry, or the kids are playing out, the husband's not in the mood, they can't be bothered to come. It does not cost them anything, so they don't come. So we realize that a certain percentage of people will not turn up. So we said to ourselves, what do? We have to give options to people to have a confirmed seat. Because some people say, you know, I don't want a standby seat, I want a confirmed seat. So we say to them, you have a chance, you can upgrade, or you can come on the day and hope that you get a seat. Of course, there's some element of marketing there too, but that's how we do it. Then he offers a VIP upgrade.
Yeah, so there's a VIP upgrade with a letter saying that these are the benefits that you will receive, this is what it will cost, and these are the receivables that you have. And certain number of people will click on the VIP upgrade and upgrade their seat.
Right, so let me just intervene there again. So when the VIP upgrade comes, we say the VIP upgrade costs 5,000, for example. In that 5,000, because you're confirming, we will give you the following things, which is a DVD set, which is what else?
A
book.
And 2 membership sites.
And 2 membership sites where you get all the content from my previous events that you can view. That all is worth almost 25,000 rupees. So now you're thinking, this is really cool. Not only am I getting my ticket, not only am I getting a confirmed seat, I'm also getting the same value of money I'm spending in terms of content. I'm recording this right now. This could become content for me. I can edit this, I can actually make it into a product, and I can sell it. A coaching program on how to build your training business. Online. I could sell it if I wanted to. So the same thing we've done, we've recorded every event we ever do. We've made it into a very good membership site, so they get all of that value for upgrading.
So, yeah, basically this is the whole process in a nutshell, that people see an ad on Facebook, they click on the ad, they go to a landing page, and after that there is the option of upgrade. If they say no, anyways the free ticket has been emailed to their email ID. And then we follow up via email, sending them good content from the event, sending them some written articles from the book, some videos from the seminar, and giving them an option that if you still want to upgrade, you can upgrade for the VIP ticket.
So when let's say, for example, they don't go for the upgrade, they do get a ticket in their mailbox automatically, saying you got a ticket, it's not confirmed. Then we follow up with content. We actually send you emails, and we send you more content. You know, it could be a video, it could be more written content. We discovered in Delhi they like video or written?
Written, more written.
Yeah, for example, in Mumbai they don't read anything. They watch videos. In Delhi people read more, which we found really very different.
I had clicked on the detail, and then I got a book, right? And it was 3,500 plus 150 for the
cash on delivery,
cash
if
on
you
delivery.
go for the cash on
But
delivery.
then you're talking about the DVDs and other things, which we haven't received anything, except for a book. I just have one book.
I think, yeah.
And that's
I
not,
think-
not
Okay, if you got product issues at the end of the evening, go and catch Ajay.
Yeah.
Where's Ajay?
He's gone for the lunch.
Okay, he's gone for lunch. Just grab him and just tell him we'll sort that out.
that's
Okay.
what I was looking into.
Yeah, that is the main.
Oh, the book comes. Okay.
Yeah, the book comes first, and after few
So
days
in
you
case there
I
is an
have
issue, I'll
received
let you
both of them separately.
Yeah, book
Okay,
and
cool.
ticket came together, book and ticket. But that's
Yeah.
all about it.
So the point is this: is that we're giving an offer that is of value. We follow up with more content on email saying, look, don't believe this man. check out what he's doing. In Delhi, for some reason, people read more than watch videos. With the software that we have, we can tell whether you've opened the email. We know how long you've watched the video for, whether you watched the whole video, part of the video. We can tell when you opened the email. Because nowadays with technology, you can tell absolutely everything. And what else can we tell from the software?
So a small question for you. I used to get an email every day from your site. What kind of a software do you use for emailing?
The software, there's tons. There's lots of mailing software. The content, the mailing software, we've got Infusionsoft, there's MailChimp, Aweber,
iContact.
the eye contact. The only challenge is that the mails are, the challenge is not the mailing system. The challenge is the content in the mail.
Yeah, that's
Kind of emails.
That's where the
change every time.
yeah, and it has to be. See, a lot of people are selling all the time, and people get annoyed, and a lot of people are just giving content but don't sell, which defeats the whole object.
I have one point. Is there any tracking system on your mail?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like for example, I got your mail and I got myself registered. I again got that mail. I again got myself registered.
Okay, there must be some technical issues here and there, but
Technically, it should not be done.
Yeah.
You should apply some filters over there.
we actually claim that we are not perfect in any shape or form.
I understand. I understand.
Excuse me.
We're actually not. So I'll
that's
give you an
my
example.
suggestion.
No, I totally agree with you. I'll give you an example. So this is what we do. Let's say, for example, I write my first mail. So what we can do now, let's say we have a Secret Millionaire Blueprint event. We now know the campaign will last for 3 months. And let's say we're going to mail you every 2 days. We can actually pre-plan the mails all in advance. The whole lot. And it will trigger itself automatically at the right time. No one sits there pressing send, 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 send. Now, if you come along and you buy a program, and let's say you buy Millionaire Blueprint, we could, if we wanted to, take you to another set of emails now.
Yeah.
And this one is then cancelled. And if you come and buy something here, we can send you again to another set of emails. We can pre-plan the whole year's emails in advance. We also know that if you show interest in one area, you'll show interest in another area. Now, this is the kind of expertise that we teach. Now, if you look at the face of it, it's really simple. You make a Facebook ad, you have an opt-in page, people sign up, people join. But how come most people don't get 9,000 leads? What did they write? How did they write? So our main objective, like I was saying to you, for our program, this is what I'm selling to you, by the way, again. My whole objective of this program is to let you know that the hardest part of any trainer, coach, speaker, author, anyone's business is what? Marketing. The hardest part. And if you get that right, then the rest of it's easy. Now, we also, you want to give some figures of costs and stuff? Yeah.
Excuse me?
Who's speaking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Do you
I
have
paid-
any fixed?
I paid online. I got the e-ticket, but nothing else.
Okay, so you can ask them later at the end of the
Yeah.
evening
Okay.
about stuff like that. It'll come to you, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, the question?
Like there are variation in the pricing also, I believe, because I'm seeing right now on the website only rupees 2,500 want an extra ticket for one-time offer.
That is an extra ticket. The
Yeah.
first ticket is 3,500, and
So-
if you are getting a friend along, it is 2,500.
So we'll say to you, let's say we've sold you a product.
Okay, 2,500 is for the extra ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says extra.
Let's say we've come to you and we've sold you a product. We may say to you, no, you bought a product, we know you're a customer. Are you coming alone? Don't come alone, bring someone with you. It's an upsell. And secondly, by the way, I have the right, if I sell you a ticket for 3,000 and I want to sell mine for 2,000, I can do that. No one can stop me in my sale. I know some people may get, we don't do that, but if I want to do that, I can do that. All I would do is say it's 2,000 rupees, but the offers we're giving you are not valid. No DVD, no book, no nothing.
So we can customize our offers. Sir.
You can customize
Yeah,
sure.
according to the audience.
Sure.
So any questions so far with this?
What is the usual budget for a 3-month campaign?
We're going to
Yeah.
explain that to you now.
So basically what has happened is that we have got around 9,000 leads so far from the Facebook campaign. And we have spent around 7,20,000 so far on the ads that we have done. On Facebook? Yeah, Facebook alone. So
So we spent 7,20,000. Some of you might be thinking, oh my God, so much money on the ad. But let's look at the returns.
Sorry? Pay per click.
Pay per click, which means every time someone clicks, we pay. No.
So we have spent around 7,20,000. So if you divide it by the number of leads, it comes to around rupees 80 per lead that we are spending on Facebook. So
Okay, so I'm going to keep cutting you off, Harsh, if you don't mind. So 80 rupees it costs us for a lead. Just think about that for a minute. When you're trying to generate a lead for your work today, what does it cost you? Huge. Now, don't forget, this is 80 rupees a lead. What kind of lead? Not some random person. This is someone who's read, who's entered, spent the time putting their name and email address. It's a big deal on the internet nowadays. People don't have the patience to sit there for a second. So I paid 80 rupees for a lead that is potentially a sale. Now you tell me anywhere in the world where you can get a lead like that if your campaign is correct. Most people in my industry will spend money on advertising and brochures and all that garbage that people spend their money on, which doesn't really work anymore. It used to, but it doesn't work. So this is a really good quality way of getting a good lead. Yeah.
So that is there, and we know that now the goal is that we have got 9,000 leads. How do we convert them into a sale? So what we do is that we have variety of options with the email campaigns, the follow-up pages. So we know that we get around 3% conversion on the upsell. So as soon as someone registered for a free seat and they see the next option of a VIP upgrade, we know that out of 100 people, every 3 people will go and buy the product, buy the ticket directly. So what my goal and I think is that if I get around 10,000 leads, I need to convert around 10% of the people to a paid seat. So that is 1,000 people paying me 3,500 and it comes to around 35 lakhs.
So basically our target is that out of 10,000, we want to convert what percentage? 10%. So 90% we're assuming he's not going to do anything. That's it.
Huh.
No, our goal is to get 10%. 3% is an automatic upsell. So out of every 100 people that come, 3 people will automatically spend the money without us even bothering them. It'll happen instantly.
So in the diagram that I had shown previously where they see a upgrade seat option after the registration page, this page, so 3% of the people coming to this page directly go and upgrade to the paid ticket immediately. Now, after that, there is a follow-up emails that goes to people. So we know that right now we are getting around 2% of people to upgrade from the emails that we send them.
So another 2% will upgrade through emails. So our goal is to basically generate a great database of real people. Now people can opt in, but they also have the option to opt out. So we get very happy when people opt out because we know they're not interested anymore. So an opt-in a database is only good if I can buy databases online for like silly amounts, but they're worthless. These are opt-in databases that eventually will buy. So we've got 2% of people that buy from emails.
And we know that we also did a free report campaign, and I think I saw someone with the direct mail that we had sent out.
And did you get the direct mail campaign?
A report and letter and everything. I saw someone in the morning in the registration counter sitting with that.
So we tried a different approach. We said to ourselves, when is the last time you ever got a letter from somebody? Like an actual letter. People don't get them anymore. So what we did, we said we got a free report. So we printed a really good quality report. I don't know if you had a sample here or not.
I think we have.
Yeah, if we can have a look at it. Right, a very good quality report with a letter, with an offer, and we direct mailed it. It costs us money to do that. But if you get an envelope to your house that looks like a letter from someone by hand, will you open it? We know you're going to open it at least, and then take a look at it, and this is the first time we've tried that. We don't know the response yet.
We have started getting response. So we'll know within a week or two the actual response, but we have started getting response via calls. We have got people converting, like going to the website link directly from there and buying. And we have got some short code replies also, like people seeing this direct mail and saying, okay, I want to register by sending AK to 56677. And then we follow up with them via call saying that you have registered for this. This is your details and we are going to ship the ticket today. Within few days you will receive it. So we have started getting response. So the remaining 5%, it is actually a combined option of DM, there's plus emails also, and we do telephone calls also. So that is there. So the remaining 5% will come from that. So the total is 5, 3 and 2. So 10% of the people upgrading from this 10,000 people, 10,000 leads, and we'll get around 35 lakhs revenue before the seminar.
Simple, right? In the seminar, about 20% of people will convert to the next event. So out of 1,000, 200 will convert to the next event. If you multiply that by a price of 15,000 per person,
30 lakhs.
that comes to 30. So therefore, in an event, we'll walk home, revenue, gross revenue will come to about 65, 70 lakhs in one weekend. Not bad. Think about it. And what's the manpower required? Hardly anything. So there's a art of doing it. That's what, you can get this information online as well. There's people teaching you how to sell seminars. So what I used to do a 5-day train-the-trainer program. And I realized that 99% of people did nothing after the 5 days. So I felt a little guilty about taking money off people and not having some results. Not that I take responsibility for anyone's results, it's not my job. But then I thought to myself, what if I could coach them and make them a little accountable over a period of a year? Would they produce results? So we have a lady called Dr. Himani, who joined my program 3 months ago? In March. Since March, she has done incredible. She's a physiotherapist, had never trained in her life before, and I think so far she's generated an income of about 10, 11 lakhs already in the period of time that she's been with us. And she's also the official physiotherapist to Hrithik Roshan as well now, which is like huge for her. So, and we've got lots of other stories of lots of amazing people who have never been in training before, who've never thought about in their life about being speakers before, who are now fully ready to, to actually run their own event. We have what we call Gemini, who is going to probably come to one of our events. She's dynamic transformation story. She runs a big business, a multi-crore business. She decided to join the train-the-trainer. She's now about to embark on her first training program, fully loaded, dynamic, and not even a speaker. But because she's so natural and she's so real, I'm talking about her today. And there's lots of other people. There's another lady who her husband runs like a huge business, and she just felt that she wanted to have her own identity as well. She's doing it. So it's a really good mixture of people. And because we're working so closely together, I can monitor the results. That's the bottom line.
And there's one more guy who did a corporate training in the last buddy meet. He was speaking to you,
Who's that?
Akhilesh.
Akhilesh, yes. So, I mean, and even from a revenue perspective, if you're paying to join the program and we teach you how to get corporate events, 3 or 4 corporate events in the time period of your program, you've covered your cost. So it's actually really simple to do. The simplicity of it is what makes it so difficult for people to do. It's not really complicated. Now, some people get terrified thinking 7 lakhs, how much do they spend? But look at the revenue. You name me any speaker or trainer that can walk into a room knowing full well that he's already made money before he walks in. Now, I want to just take it a little step forward, if I may. So let's take this example. So we've got this database now. What about making money when you're not training? How about that? So let's take an example. Let's say we've got a database, say, of 50,000 people. It takes you, say, 3 years to build that. Let's be negative, 3 years. Fair enough? So you've got 3 years of building a database. And now you say, I've been working really hard, I need to get some passive income. So what you decide to do, you decide to create a product, like a membership site. Now let's price the membership site at $5 a month. 250, 300 rupees a month. 300 rupees a month, is that expensive? No, right? So you set a target out of 50,000. Your goal is to get 3,000 people through giving good information to these people to pay you $5 a month, which comes to how much is that?
$15,000.
$15,000 a month, which is about 8 lakhs? No,
20 lakhs.
20 lakhs, I beg your pardon. That's 20 lakh rupees of revenue, whether you work or not. Let's be negative again. We don't go for 3,000, we go for 1,000 people. That still gives you an income of $5,000 a month, which is about 3 lakhs. Or what, 3 lakhs?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 lakhs a month of income. Let's say it takes you 2 years to build that database. 2 years. And you're making an income of 3 lakh rupees a month coming into your house automatically without you having to put effort. Is that a good deal? It's a fabulous deal. How? Because I've got a membership site. So if you look at my Millionaire Blueprint, I have a membership site. On that membership site, there is videos, places for you to write stuff. It's like an online community kind of thing. And I say to you that I want to charge you 300 rupees a month, and I'm going to send you information every month. New videos, new ideas, new concepts, courses, etc. Now, would someone pay me 300 bucks a month to be trained? Yeah, they would. If I spend 2 years getting 1,000 people, from where? Where did those 1,000 people come from? Database. And where does the database come from? From the leads. So I've got the same leads that I have, and I've got database. Now, let's say they join my membership site at $5 a month. If they start watching my videos and I send them an email saying, I have a seminar coming up, will they come? They'll come. For sure they'll come. There's no question about it, right? So your income, passive income comes from you're doing your membership sites. Your passive income comes from possibly creating products. In India, we've discovered that people don't like online stuff. If I give them a DVD, if I give them online, they feel much happier with a DVD. Abroad, it's the other way around.
And even for this event, the 9,000 leads that we have, we sent out an email for this event and we got around 400 something people to register for this event.
Yeah, even from the same leads, we got 400 people that registered for this event. So your database becomes your asset. So our goal is to build a huge database of opt-in people that are really genuinely interested in transforming their lives. And this is how simple it is. Any questions? Yeah. Before we start, I want just everyone to stand up for a minute. Just stand up, stand up, stand up. I can see some people yawning. Just a little stretch. Stretch your arms. Make some noise, please. And to your left. And to your right. And back. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to just face this way. And can we have some music, please? Somebody there? And what I'd like you to do is just, if the person in front of you allows you, I just want you to chop their back. Now just move forward and chop their back. Today would be good, Ajay.
Music.
Come on, wake them up. One, two, three, switch. One, two, three, switch. How much time do we have? Okay, please take a seat. Thank God everyone's awake. I saw one guy in the back going. Yeah, so everything's interlinked. Now, if you're here to make money now, today, then you can, but let's not. Let's build something a lifetime. Imagine over a period of time, over 5, 10, 15 years, you start getting a good quality database of really die-hard people that number 20, 30, 40,000. And every time you launch a new program, a good content program, authentic program, not some dodgy marketing gimmick, not some crap content. I'm talking about really good stuff. People will love you. There's a couple of guys that I get content from abroad. If I was living abroad in the US, I would go to every seminar they do because I love the content I get. So if you're dedicated to giving good content, people will love you. There's so many ways. You can even start making income on audio programs if you don't like to show your face. You can make a magazine tomorrow, a personal development success type magazine. People will subscribe to that. A newsletter even. Could someone pay you a rupee for a newsletter? Why not? If over a period of time you get 50,000 people to pay you a rupee, that's still 50,000 rupees a month. And they're all new leads. So you got to look at the overall picture of things. You know, we plan to do an event in Mumbai next year for 5,000 people, which will be good. Can you imagine the energy in the room? It'll be crazy. And we also know the figures in advance. We know that up to 20% of people will buy. We know that 10% of people will come to the event from registration. We know what percent. We know that because we know our tribe pretty well. Not totally well, but enough to come to any city and do an event for 2,000, 3,000 people. Cool, right? Any questions? Yeah.
Often, all those numbers, those leads and complete the mathematics what you have done so far.
Yeah.
It's quite easy in your case because you are a brand, right? Now, if we start, how much time are we going to take to build a brand, or how do we go about building a brand? It's all because it sells on brands. You have a logo.
Okay. It has got nothing to do with the brand. You got to find a problem and find a solution. Who will want to hear your story? You look like quite an intriguing man to me, right?
Sorry?
You look like quite an intriguing personality to me. I would actually love to have a cup of coffee with someone like you.
Yeah, thanks.
Because I know I'll get some really good, entertaining, and insightful stories. So if I had that coffee with you, how many other people would like to have this coffee with you?
All right.
That's the first question. Now, the brand is always built slowly.
Yeah.
Now, I have to be really honest with this and say that my brand has had no impact on my figures.
Earlier or no?
The numbers have gone up because I'm spending more money.
Okay.
But if you look at the figures in actual closing, nothing's changed. Since my Bollywood connections has appeared, have my sales really gone up? Not at all. Hardly. That's corporate. For me, that's just, corporate is just pocket money in the sense that I get people I don't market my corporate events ever in my life. I just do them because they come. If they didn't come, I wouldn't do them. The only thing that's increased is my coaching clientele has changed.
So you mean to say you first find the need, that you find the demand and then you supply.
What is your ETR?
Okay.
Based on the ETR, what content do I create? When I create this content, who wants to hear this content?
Okay.
You can only share the story that is yours.
Yes.
For example, I went to Pakistan 6 years ago, or 7, when the earthquake happened. So I went there and I spent 4 months, or maybe 3 months or so, in Pakistan in the earthquake zone. Everyone told me not to go, you're from India, la 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 la. I went. I had the most friendliest experience of my life, number one. Number two, I had the most torturous experience of my life, pulling out dead bodies, burying children. You know, I mean, it was like insane. Now, I could do a seminar on that subject about how to empower yourself, just on that story alone, and people will walk away crying their lungs out.
Exactly. I was the survivor of the Bhuj earthquake.
Well, you probably got a great story to share.
I just escaped in 10 seconds. I just ran out of my room and the room collapsed.
Well,
It's the second life I'm living.
yeah, so what I'm trying to say to you is that, so if that's part of your ETR, like I've done photography. When I went on a course a long time ago,
Okay.
there was a safari and some photographer came and taught us how to do photography. So that experience was phenomenal because I didn't realize the power of a camera and how important light is and aperture and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I could do a little seminar about not photography, but looking at life through the camera lens.
Yeah.
I could do one based on that experience that I had.
All right. I got it.
My niece, for example, was born with no fingers on her hand and her knees are, slightly bent. So she's had like operation after operation after operation to get her legs straightened. And the actual determination and resilience of that girl is so unbelievable that there was a point where she had an infection in her foot and the doctors were going to amputate her foot. And what happened is that my sister, who's my twin sister, her daughter, my sister was crying her eyes out, saying, my daughter's fault. That my niece went up to my sister and said, listen, don't worry, it's my fault. I can handle this. I'm not represented by my foot. I'm represented by who I am.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and she's only 12 years old. So, what an incredible story. Her infection gets better automatically. She applied Manuka honey just on her infection day after day, and the infection disappeared. Today, her legs are straight, better than before. Her fingers are still missing, but she doesn't care. She calls herself special. Now, I could do a seminar about being different, about taking on challenges, just on that alone, and people will go mad. What kind of learning would they get? That's what I'm talking about.
All right, got it.
And if you get this, you will realize that those experiences that may be small for some people are massive for other people. They're massive. I can tell you a story about how to manage money based on the way that my dad has taught me and brought me up. And that would be a learning that you would say, wow, that's so cool. You could tell me stories about your family and your kids and your parents and your friends and the experiences you've gone through that people would go, my God, this is incredible. What a learning. That's what we're trying to do.
Right. Thank you.
Great stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little confused with two terminologies we're using. One's the story, and the other was the journey, the funnel thing that you showed.
Yeah.
So just to get a clarity on that, because this has been
So
bothering me.
story is your stories.
So like the Butch story, or
The
whatever
Butch story.
I've gone through.
The story of you, the story of your parents. My dad tells me his stories when he first came to London.
Right.
Those stories represent resilience, determination. People told him he could never do it, he did it.
Right. So whatever you learned from life, that's the story.
What you learn from it.
And the funnel's the journey.
And the journey is who's the person that I'm trying to speak to, and where will the journey end?
So those.
If
set
you
of
spend a
events-
year with me, you may go from being a trainer who's a little confused, uncertain about what you want to do, to someone who's going to be earning 10, 20 lakhs in a weekend.
So the entire journey is based on the story
That's based on these stories or stories.
or stories.
It could happen today. We could have a story today. What if someone stood up today? I remember one of my millionaire events, some girl stood up and she said, when I was 14, I was gang raped by 5 people. And I've never told anyone, but I want to share it today. Now, the shock to the audience and then her transformation about how she took that event and made it into something so powerful for herself, that, what a story. And these are the kind of things, you know Oprah Winfrey? Why is Oprah so good? What does she do though? She tells what? She's a great storyteller. Oprah is a great storyteller. Her ETR, she comes from a background of massive abuse, massive poverty, difficulty, an American, African American, in a situation where no black woman was even successful at that time, pretty much. Now she's got a story of pain to pleasure. And she tells it so beautifully. She could be a great speaker, and she is, we know that, because she's a great storyteller.
I think she is one of the most powerful women in over the world right now.
Yeah, when she can shift boats. When Obama came to power, what did she do? She endorsed, which she'd never done before, and she shifted the black community towards him. So I'm saying, but she's a great storyteller.
Yeah, I got that. So the journey is where you start from. If I associate with you so which journey you take me from?
Yeah,
Right
so
from the
yeah,
beginning.
where do you start and where do you end?
start and where do I end?
Now, some people may not be in that beginning of the journey. Some people may be here.
Right.
They can still join your journey. But
Right.
they can start from the beginning, maybe they can start from there.
I got it.
Got it?
Thank you.
Arfin, what was your criteria of selecting people for today's event? And did you apply some filters?
Yes, absolutely. You want to explain that? Or?
Yeah, basically, we got around 1,100 people registered for this event, and we have done this events. We did one of this before in Delhi, and we have done quite a few in Mumbai. So when we first did, there was no selection process. So what used to happen is that a lot of people used to come who were not the right kind of people. They might not be trainers, or they don't have anything related to this kind of event. They just wanted to get motivated. So after the first event, we realized that this is something that we need to look after. So then we started adding filters. I think everyone must have received a call or you must have filled out the form. So we ask questions like, what are you doing? What do you want to do? What is the expectations from the event? The reason for attending the seminar. So we know exactly when you answer these questions, we know whether you are a trainer, coach, author, speaker,
Or
you want to become one. Or if people just say that, okay, I just want to get motivated, or I just want to attend the seminar, there's no reason, or I just want to learn what Arfin does, then that is right. But otherwise, if there's nothing matching to this kind of event, I mean the content that Arfin is going to give you guys in this event, if that is not matching to the kind of person who he is right now or wants to become, so we don't select that person.
You know why I'm asking it? You know why I'm asking it? Because I also got that mail that somebody will call from your office, but I didn't get the call. And I got straight away the e-ticket.
Yeah, sometimes what happens is we get such an
You
overwhelming...
must have filled out the form.
Did you fill up the form?
link, Google form, because we selected few people just by the answers on the form.
I filled up the form afterwards, after receiving the e-ticket.
So what happens basically, if
Thank
you
you very
don't-
much for that.
I'll just see.
sometimes, for example, in the Millionaire Blueprint, we're not going to call 10,000 people.
No, but
And sometimes, if you want to be very strict with your criteria, you can get people to fill in a form.
no,
And
but
say, if you don't fill in the form, you can't come.
in my case, I did not fill up that form, all right? And I got a call yesterday evening. But my details weren't there, no, because I didn't fill up the form.
You must have registered for this earlier. That's the only reason you get a call.
Okay, but the filtration, then how did that happen?
The phone
Call.
call. The phone call.
The phone call that was.
That is it.
Yeah.
So we'll filter by phone call, we'll filter by email, we'll filter by survey, we'll filter by... Sometimes we can't filter because there's too many people. So we'll filter as many as we can up to the date. Yeah, who's got the mic in their hand? Where are you?
So I just wanted to take you back to the FB page itself.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you got 9,000 leads by spending 7,20,000 rupees.
Yeah.
Now there is a problem in Facebook which is very very realistic, which is of the false clicks that happen on the Facebook ads. So did you notice 100% people who clicked on your ads to be acting as opt-ins? Did 100% of your audience opt in?
There's clicks are different and opt-in is different. There are clicks that Facebook count as click even if someone likes your ad
Yeah.
or clicks on the photo. But there is also a word called link clicks.
Right.
So which is what the accurate number of people clicking the ad and going to your page.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
that is the link clicks. And then there's people who after clicking on the ad coming to the page registering. So I'm
Right.
talking about the people who registered for the event. That was 9,000 people and we have spent 7,20,000 for that 9,000 people registering.
Yeah.
Paid per registration.
Yeah, it's 80 rupees per registration. What does it come to per lead then?
Per lead.
Per
Registration.
lead, yeah. By the way, before you carry on, we have an option. We can carry on now, or we can have some tea. Okay. So just wait, let's have 2 more questions and we'll do that. Go ahead.
Just want to know that the rest of the clicks that were clicked, they must have incurred some cost on that also.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that increase your per lead from 80 rupees
This
to
is
something higher?
the amount that I've calculated,
Totally.
including everything. So we know that for every 100 people who clicks, 40 people will register for the event.
Alright.
So I'm talking about the 40 people who register and dividing the total amount that I've spent on Facebook. That is what. If I talk about per click, it is 15 to 20 rupees per click that I
And
incur.
The bigger question is that for this that you have paid 7.2 for this, something for this event also, you have paid an amount. So I take if you have taken approximately a budget of 10 or 12 lakhs for this particular event, not everyone would be able to have that kind of a budget for an event.
Okay.
For this kind of event, we have spent, I think, 56,500 and something rupees for this event. So
For this event in marketing, it's cost 56,000 rupees, which is
and we have got around
Nothing.
1100 registrations. So per registration for this event is 55 or 56 rupees.
Okay, so you are.
see the reason.
But then
Don't
isn't that
forget
amount-
the reason we have a bigger ad cost there, because the event is massive. You're talking about 1,500 to 2,000 people. So if you're going to do an event for 100 or 500 people, your cost will come down dramatically. I mean, for this one alone, this is even this event could be a higher paying event than my millionaire event.
Yeah, definitely.
in terms of revenue. If, for example, I have, say, 30 people registered today, and you work it out at 3.5 lakhs, what does that come to?
Crore, almost a crore.
That's 1 crore rupees, with a cost of 57,000 in advertising, and the room cost would be
1 lakh.
1 lakh.
But
So 1,57,000 gives me a crore of income. Is that a good deal? Yeah.
So as I've already discussed with you that I'm going to quit my job tomorrow and I had no clue what I'm going to do.
Give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. She's going to quit. Thank God.
The second achievement is since morning I've been raising my hand and finally got an opportunity to speak. Yeah, I've been raised, not this reason. I had a breakthrough right now during lunch, which I also want to share. See, I'm into database building, community building, and doing seminars like this. There's more to my work, but now I see there's so many opportunities right here. So that's what one of the biggest breakthroughs have been. I'm still scared about what's going to happen to me, but...
Well, I'll give you an example. With the kind of work that she's doing, she helps people brand themselves and bring income, bring people to her seminars.
Yeah.
Now, even if you got 10 people here paying you 20,000 a month to do your marketing on their behalf, you'll make more than you've ever done in your job.
Exactly. And
So what I'm saying is there's income scope everywhere.
I did not come with the hope that something like this will turn or it doesn't turn, but I take care of the CFO forum I build a community called CFO forum for the northern region. So what happens is we do seminars of what is impacting the industry as a whole. Like there is a GST, INDAS, anything, financial. There are other forums also. So what happens is seminars like these happen, I ensure the footfall, and there is an yearly renewal of they have an yearly membership. I have to ensure that year on year they renew, utilizing this service where they come for these events. So first they have to be sold for the event and then it's a long story.
Yeah, maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
So my point, and nothing I want to do, we will have some tea, there's a condition attached. One sec. Just 1 second. I'll answer your question. We will have tea, but the conditions are attached that you will, not yet, when we go for the tea, you go for the tea, and you bring the tea back and sit down. Because I've got the most important part to cover now. And I don't want to miss that, and then you guys say, oh, I've got to go home. Just wait. Let's answer this 2 more questions. We've got one here and one there. We'll talk about that later. We'll take this one, and then we'll come back to you after the break. Yeah.
Hi. Thank you for whatever teachings you've given us till now. It's really enlightenment session till now. And thanks for giving chance and recommending. I just wanted to ask, I'm going back to the probably before the lunch hours, what we discussed. I'm pretty clear about the things we discussed here. The subject, as you said, has to be precisely, we don't have to wave off again and again. It has to be clear in our mind so that we can make it clear to the people also who are coming to us. What comes to me is, I'm presently, basically, I'm from a family who's running a group of schools and boarding in Delhi itself. So I guess I'm privileged that I'm seeing, since my childhood, I'm grown up seeing the education very closely. And so I have a better understanding, and I was always into not the mainstream teaching, but managing the PR and actually counseling of the parents in PTMs, open house meetings. And there the interest aroused to be, taking life skills as a session for the children and helping parents out how to upbringing children, really making them class apart by handling different issues they face in their life. What I was focusing upon was teens and adults. Basically my forte was that. Going through that, it was going well, but randomly from the online blogs I got a call from basically 2 to 3 corporates where I did seminars, and it was highly paid as compared to what I was doing, personal coaching of the children, what I was doing as rightly said, and I was on wrong path at that time. But then I literally enjoyed training 25 to 35 age group, interview training for white collar jobs and all that stuff. And then I probably recognized that I'm cut for this too. And going with the passage of time, there's someone who approached me, who saw me there for the preschool thing. And there were many preschools in my panel once I saw, 4 months back. And I was training toddlers, which was not my cup of tea at all. I was not doing that. Then I actually, since a long time I was feeling I have to have my target market also set. It's not that I'm doing toddlers also, teens, adults, even corporates. So what should I be? Because when I explain to someone, now I'll be precisely clear after your seminar, but I used to be getting everything on the board. I'm doing this also, and the person who is there in front of me was not able to get me clear. So as you said, subject is precise, that is there. I'm taking life skills as a subject.
That's not clear.
I was taking soft skills also till now, which I've cancelled.
Not clear.
Yeah.
See, life skills are too broad. It's not a subject.
So I need to present it, how I need to present it well, because I actually term it as a life skills and soft skills I used to do till now, and it was working.
So the question to ask again, the same thing I was saying to this gentleman, what are you trying to create?
Yeah.
That's the question. Who is going to come on that journey with you?
I'm focusing upon the children. I'm focusing upon to get the pulses of a situation where they're lacking, and apart from the academic, apart from the curriculum, how to face the real life challenges.
So you've got a child that comes here.
Yeah.
When he comes to the end of your journey, what happens to that child?
I take around 12 sessions in a month, which is probably thrice a week, alternative pattern I do upon. And I work upon different aspects of a child, basically public speaking, confidence building,
See,
moving
that
stage
model,
fright
the
and all
model
that.
you're doing
Yeah.
in itself is not viable.
Okay.
Because you're doing 12 sessions a month.
Yeah, I do that.
That's a lot of sessions.
But I feel all the children need that, and they come out bright, and all the parents are very much satisfied with the way I'm
if
doing.
you have access to schools and you have access to that kind of,
Yeah.
I would personally do it. I would do it the way that I've been teaching you, which is I would conduct a 2-day event.
Okay.
Children are small, 1-day event. Then I would take them to a 2-day event, outbound, make them learn stuff, and I would do it like that. And because even if you do 12 sessions, how many people can you handle?
That is what I'm facing, because now my energy is being exhausted. I'm just doing probably sessions 1-to-1. I'm doing basically. But the way you're taking the sessions of adults. For children, I can't do that in the same manner. I can't do a 1-day.
Global Youth Summit.
Yeah.
Can you play that? Yeah, just play that. I'm going to show you a quick video just before we have a break.
Thinking about me, if I'm getting exhausted here, it's such a brilliant session. Then also I want a break after 2 hours for the child who is just